Let's now take a look at the various functions of the nervous system. The sensory function involves sensing changes in the internal and external environment through sensory receptors. It is the sensory neurons that serve this function. Sensory neurons are also known as afferent neurons. So the idea is that both inside of your body and outside of the body you have sensory receptors, and these are constantly picking up messages. For instance, you have sensory receptors inside of various blood vessels that are constantly detecting your blood pressure. Sensory receptors that pick up changes in the external environment are things more familiar to you, things like sensory receptors in your eyes and in your ears. Another function of the nervous system is its integrative function. The integrative function involves analyzing the sensory information, storing some aspects of that information, and making decisions regarding appropriate behaviors. It's the association or interneurons that serve this function. These neurons are found in the brain and in the spinal cord. So in other words, the integrative function involves the brain taking the sensory information and interpreting it, and if necessary, making a decision regarding it. So for instance, when sensory information like what you see and what you hear travels to the brain, one of the functions of the brain is to take that information and interpret it and make meaning out of it. The integrative function also involves taking information and making decisions if necessary. This involves, for instance, taking information that you receive into the brain and then acting on it by sending messages out to the skeletal muscles, for instance. The third function of the nervous system is its motor function. And the motor function involves responding to stimuli by initiating action. It's the motor or efferent neurons that serve this function. So in other words, the motor function involves messages being sent out from the brain or spinal cord to places like the skeletal muscles and stimulating the skeletal muscles to act.